My brothers are dead or gone, but they've been hanging on the block a little too long. What can I say? I hope they live to see a brighter day. And the ones that are doing fine, God.
Welcome back.
Yellow.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the first ever podcast number 7.
The Sizzling 7.
Lucky 7. Maybe after we do 770 more.
Yeah.
That'll only take like 2 years at 2 a week.
Yeah, let me do the math on that.
Not necessary.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. Welcome back to the show. Just had a good meal, as you saw in the intro. We're going to actually try and do something like that probably every time. It's just a fun way to kind of be here with us, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of see what we're eating. We're going to use the new YouTube feature where you can smell food from videos, so that should be coming soon. We're working on that one still.
We brought the snow globes out today, as you can see.
Yeah, we're changing up the audio setup a little bit. We weren't very happy with the other mics. They were fine most of the time, but they had like weird issues of like echoing and just kind of weird.
It was weird. Didn't do it at first, and then all of a sudden it kind of went a little haywire somehow.
Yeah, that's all right. We can hear a voice.
Yes.
So,
Dude, did you see that building in Miami that collapsed?
no.
Dude, look at this. Just seen this.
Oh, hold on. I can pull it up so the audience
Yeah,
isn't.
bro. At least one
left
person
out.
has died after a partial building collapse near Miami. Partial building collapse, I mean, like, this building is
Okay. This here.
13 floors, and, like, half of the building, like, is just on the ground. I'm surprised it's tragic, but I'm surprised only one person, like, was killed in that. That's insane looking.
Wow. Really?
Dude,
Okay, let me get this pulled up then.
yeah.
When did this happen?
1 hour ago.
To like just now?
I guess, yeah.
Oh man, okay.
It looks like the Oklahoma City bombing, dude.
Let's
Holy
hang out over
moly.
here.
That's wild looking, dude. I don't know.
Okay, so whoa. Okay, CNN.com. Almost 100 people unaccounted for in deadly Surfside, Florida building collapse, official says. Can we get this Disney princess ad out of here? Oh man, there's a video.
Daylight hours are waning as the massive search and rescue underway in Surfside, Florida.
Jeez, dude.
Whoa.
Partially collapsed this morning, just a few miles.
Okay, so it happened this morning.
This is very sad when you're dealing with people that don't know the outcome of their family. It's a very worrisome.
I'm actually unsure if you guys can hear the audio here. It's not that important, I suppose.
About 55 of the building's 136 units
Wow.
sending up a thick
Huh? Like,
What happened? They're just saying it just collapsed?
I don't understand.
Wow. Imagine being in one of these rooms, like, oh.
calls the horrific moment after it collapsed.
I look down the hallway, and it's a very long hallway, probably 100 yards, 75 yards, and there was no...
That was like
It was just...
a third of the building.
Yeah. Partial building,
that-
bro. It was
from that
13
angle, it
stories
looked
up.
like- I thought it was just like
That's
a
a building.
side. That was like the whole middle of
That's
the
a
building.
building collapse.
That
bro.
was
It
crazy.
Partial building.
Desperately
I wonder what happened. 55 of the 136 units collapsed at around 1:30 a.m. So, oh god,
How though? Like,
Everybody's
how does the
sleeping.
building just collapse like that?
man.
Like, isn't there like code enforcement to like do checks on like structural?
Once they're built, I'm not sure. I'm sure there is, and it's different from like county to county.
Yeah. Just don't understand how. It just, I don't know, man. That's wild.
So,
It's tragic.
it still. Video appears to show building sections come down. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's. Oh, it was hidden.
Half of the building.
Wow, yeah.
Literally half of the building.
More probably. This whole section right here. Wow, what happened? The pool is untouched. I don't see one piece of debris in there. If you were swimming, you would have been fine. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
It doesn't look like that much building sitting there on the ground. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That much building fell, and it looks like maybe a story.
I don't really want to say too much.
What do you mean?
I just don't understand how it fall like that much of a building just falls down like that. I just, without being like,
Seems fishy. Is that what you're saying?
maybe, I don't want to, dude, I don't want to put my tinfoil hat on. Right.
Oh, we put tinfoil hats on around
I
here.
just don't understand how that building just falls like that out of nowhere. Like,
It does seem fishy, right?
I mean,
I'm naturally skeptical too, so like I don't.
buildings don't just fall like that, bro.
Not
Like,
that much, but I mean, I guess it could, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's what they're saying.
I wonder when the building was built. Like what? People thought it was a motorcycle, and they turned around, and there was a bunch of dust. So it wasn't even that loud then.
I don't know, man.
Oh man, they don't
I
say
just,
anything at all about what, how, maybe
People
how it
like
happened.
people died, dude. Like, I mean, somebody's got to be held accountable for that, dude. Like,
Excuse me.
your building like just collapsed, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. It's tough. I think maybe because it happened just today, or there's not going to be too many articles like pointing fingers of fault.
Yeah, I'm not saying like, I don't want
But
to seem like that, but
no, it's not gonna. Nobody's just gonna like let it slide forever. They're gonna figure it out at some
bro.
point.
I just feel like the whole building can't, like, bro, all the
Wonder
way
if-
up to the roof fell down,
I
bro. Like,
wonder
that
if-
just don't
yeah.
happen every day, bro. Like,
I wonder if somebody important was in there or something, right?
you know what I mean? I don't know. That's wild,
I
man.
guess we'll never know.
It's tragic.
I guess everybody that was in there is important, right?
Well, yeah, definitely.
But you know what I mean, like somebody that could have been a target of something.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. See, I don't want to.
That's tough, man. Shout out
wanna
to the
immediately
people
go there.
out there working to try to save everybody.
Yeah, for sure. What is this?
Yeah, somebody that lives there. I want to know why this happened. That's really the only question. And can it happen again? Are any of the other buildings in town in jeopardy? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to find an article for this.
the condo development was built in 1981. It had a few two-bedroom units on the market with asking prices of $600 to $7,100 for each unit.
Wow.
So, let's do some quick maths.
2 + 2 is 4.
So we'll go low ball. $600,000 times 55 units that fell. That was $33 million worth of units that just fell. That's crazy. That's what's crazy about, I guess, trying to figure out, like, why did it happen? It seems a little fishy, right? Somebody's
that?
making that much money on a building, they're going to probably make sure it's pretty good to go, you'd think.
Was that Ben Mala's building?
What's that mean?
You know who Ben Mala is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man, you gotta look him up. He's like this. He has one of these. I don't know if it's one of his son's friends or whatever, but he's like a YouTube sensation where he lives in like Florida and like he's just like a real estate mogul, whatever you call that. And I don't know. He's just this like just character in like South Florida. And like, he literally makes millions. Like, he's like the $250 million man. Looks like he can some kind of like soprano or something. I don't know. He's hilarious though.
He's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
He's got a really corny goatee and hair.
He's got like his own YouTube channel. He's just.
He has a YouTube channel?
Oh yeah.
How'd you find out about this
I
guy?
don't know. I was just on YouTube one day and I just stumbled across him. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. But yeah, he's like, I don't ever buy new cars. Like, he don't ever buy brand new cars. He'll buy cars that are at least like a year old because as soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses like, 30% of its value or whatever. He's like really smart too, like financially. But he's wild. He grew up in like
There's his son right there.
the East Coast and
He looks like he grew up on the East Coast.
yeah.
Eating Cuban sandwiches every day. Dude, you don't grow up on the West Coast and do that to your hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he grew up in like a Jewish neighborhood. And, well, he lives in like, I think Boca, so I mean. But.
Look at that picture. That is the biggest flex. Like, I'm not even. Just look.
Yeah.
Look what's behind me, dude.
Yeah.
What? You got a bridge at your pool?
Eating some mothball
You got a
soup,
bridge?
Yeah, you gotta check it out sometime.
Wow.
Interesting.
He's got gross toes. Look at that. You got a fungi nail.
Oh, he's got them yellow ones, them real hard
Yeah,
yellow
dude.
ones,
Oh,
bro.
God. Dude. You can hammer a nail in with that thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How?
Concrete.
get
that's
brought
his
up?
YouTube-
Oh, you
I
asked if he was
asking
in the
that was
building.
his building.
Oh, if that
If
was
he
his
owned it.
building. I didn't see anything about who owned it. Damn, that's wild, man.
Some stuff happens like that for like insurance purposes.
Right?
It's like when bars catch on fire and they claim the insurance money and then build a new bar.
That would never happen.
Not in Fort
People
Wayne.
are too honest for that.
I feel like that's happened in Fort Wayne before.
I think I know what you're talking about. You don't have to say any names.
They call it Jewish lightning.
What?
They call it Jewish lightning.
Oh, the bar burning down?
Mm-hmm. You collect
never
the
heard of that.
insurance money and
I've never heard of that.
build a new bar.
Jewish lightning.
'Cause they, I mean, they get bars only are around for so long. You know what I mean? Before they get burnt out.
Some of them.
You know what I mean? You gotta stay relevant. So
What? I don't know. You either stay relevant or you just become a dive bar, or you go out of business. Like, dude, how long has the Brass Rail been around? I feel like people that go in there, like,
I've never been in there. I don't really.
I've never been in there either. My brother's gone up there pretty regularly, as far as I know.
I don't really want to say much about the Brass Rail just because I've never been there, but I don't want to.
I've never been there either. But like a dive bar like that, you probably
like the latch string or.
I bet 90% of the people that go in there know the bartender's names.
Oh
and,
yeah, they
like,
go in there all the time.
yeah, right.
Yeah. It's probably the same with any of them small ones. Yeah, like you said. I don't know.
I feel like you have to be in the right spot to be a successful dive.
Mm-hmm.
right downtown. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Bad
The
look.
whole neighborhood.
Location.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that goes with like any like local business though too. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Dude, Shigs and Pit is like right pretty nearby now.
yeah, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's not bad.
I was
Not
in
too
there.
bad.
I was in there one time. It's pretty nice in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got that patio with all the picnic tables and stuff.
I love me a good patio. Get some Christmas lights up or something.
Yep. I recently have grown an appreciation for patios, like patio dining and stuff.
Dude.
Last couple of times we went out to dinner, I'm like, let's go somewhere with a nice patio.
Yeah. Especially when it's nice out.
Yep.
A good like restaurant or like bar patio during summer at night
Yeah.
with like, dude, I'm telling you, the Christmas lights, but it's warm out. Dude, get out of here.
You get a
That's
slight little breeze going. You ain't gotta.
dude, B-dubs used to be the best because they had like cornhole boards you
Remember
could put
that.
out and throw on the sidewalk and
Ain't got no room
smoke
to play.
a pack of
but
cigs out. Yeah, no room.
throwing it into the parking lot, dude. Like, I remember that. Yeah. That was a good time working there. Actually, it was all right.
Yeah, dude, I worked there for like almost 4
A
years.
while, yeah. There was like a bunch of different like personalities, so it was like interesting every
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
every there was diversity in like every area of work too.
Yep.
Bar, like servers, cashiers, kitchen. Kitchen was definitely the ragtag crew, dude. You never know. You never knew what you were gonna see or hear when you walked back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Nothing bad. We didn't like mess with people's food or anything. Just
Mm-hmm.
with each other mainly.
I've sweated in a couple of people's food at restaurants that I've worked at.
On purpose or accidentally?
No, accidentally.
I guess it'd be hard to sweat on purpose. Like,
Yeah, I threw it out. Obviously, I didn't serve it to him.
yeah, good. I've seen somebody. I won't say any names, but if you know, you know. Purposely fuck up somebody's food. And I was like, man,
Where at rallies?
no, at B-dubs, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can't do that. I was like, come on, man,
bro. You don't play with people's food, honestly.
don't do
I don't.
that. I know you're mad they came in late, but
Oh,
you don't even know who that is, dude. Don't do that. Don't be like that. Got to be the dad sometimes.
Yeah.
Before I was a dad.
Well, can you imagine if they found out that they did that to their food? You know what I mean? What could actually, like, what could have happened?
Oh, probably like some sort of legal involvement.
Right. Yeah, I don't mess with people's food. That's one thing.
That's disrespectful.
You don't mess with people's homes, or you don't mess with people's food, bro. I don't
Yeah,
really-
and you don't mess with the people making your food either. It's like a two-way sword. Or
Yeah.
a two-way sword.
That's a two-edged street.
A sword with no handle.
It's a double-edged road.
Darth Maul.
Oh man, Mace.
Mace Windu?
He didn't have it. He didn't have the double.
No, but he said I'm having the only purple lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
You been watching lately? Because I know what I've been watching and paying attention to lately.
A lot of Bob Lazar
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yep. Showing you has gotten me back into looking
Pretty
into stuff.
interesting, man. I'm sure there's people on here that don't know who Bob Lazar is.
Yeah. Give a brief explanation real quick.
So
Cliff notes.
we've brought him up before, but Bob Lazar was he went to MIT and he was I couldn't tell you his occupation. But Physicist, okay. And he was always working on stuff like gadgets. So if you ever seen like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the dad, that's who he kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
In a way.
The real life version of him, but he would do like real life science stuff.
Yeah.
He put a jet engine on a Honda and drove it to work every
his
day.
daily driver with a Honda with a jet engine. Like,
Just right. Like, dude, hey man,
the world?
you gotta drive that to get a Yoo-hoo every day, dude.
Bro. You got a turbo on that thing, dude?
What the fuck? There's actually, I think there's we can find a picture of that.
He kind of
while you're
reminds me
talking.
of that author, and I can't think of his name. He writes all them crazy books, though. I don't remember.
So yeah, this is Bob Lazar
Yeah.
here.
That's Honda.
There's I was gonna say they put him in the paper for the Honda. I wonder if we can find it. Who knows? Anyways,
Bob Lazar, he went to MIT and he was a physicist or whatever, and he worked at Air Force Base in New Mexico, and he got brought on into the Area 51 compound at S4.
Area S4, yeah.
Area
Like an
S4.
area off of Area
It's like
51.
15 miles south or whatever, north of Area 51. And they brought him on to help with figuring out propulsion systems for flying saucers.
Yeah.
And they brought on different people for different jobs. So if like you were on, say he was working on the engine part, he would only know things about the engine. He wouldn't be working on any other thing.
Yeah, like metallurgy he mentioned as one.
Mm-hmm.
Potential weapons usage, and I think he mentioned another team for like maybe trying to look at how they navigated or something.
Mhm.
Navigation. But all the teams were all split up and they weren't even allowed to talk to each other or anything. It was very
They had like the buddy system where it was him and one other partner, kind of like in your class when you have like a partner that you're working with and you all collaborate together and put your minds together and solve problems. And
it was him and one other guy, and
Barry.
all they did was work on this propulsion system.
mm-hmm. And his friends didn't really believe him or whatever. They thought he was crazy, so
Well, at first he couldn't even talk about
he couldn't talk about it. And then he brought him out. And kind of just fast forward and
Yeah,
cut to the
yeah,
chase.
yeah,
He
yeah.
brought him out to the desert one night because he had a schedule of when they would do test flights at night, certain times of the day when there was less traffic on the highway,
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Yep.
And he brought his friends out there and they recorded it. You can look it up.
It's a pretty old video. It was on 80s
George
technology.
Knapp owns the rights to it now, or something. He
Mhm.
said, and there were people in the bushes, like there was people like watching him on like night vision camera or whatever, and they figured out what he was doing, and they were giving him a hard time about it, and like potentially like threatening his life. You don't say anything or whatever, so he went public with it because he was scared.
Yeah, he saw cars following him and stuff, and I think he mentioned a couple other weird
He
things
would come home and
happening.
his front door would be open and his windows would be open in his house, and he came out in like the 80s and he was like blacked out. They didn't put his name up. It was just like a silhouette of him when he was talking.
Yeah.
And he put out some information. People thought he was lying, so he put out information. There was an element 115.
At the time, it didn't exist on the periodic table.
Yeah, there was like a foreign element, and that was something that like vindicated him. That proved to be true, that he was telling the truth. So like there was an element. I don't know.
This element 115. It's like as far as I understand, it's like a metal kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it powers the engine.
Yeah.
It's not really an engine. But
Yeah, the propulsion system,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that element. They had a stable form of it, and that was the fuel for the craft. It's been acknowledged. I think they said it like 2012 or something. It's been acknowledged that
Wow.
this is a real element. But I still think even today we can't make a stable version of it for longer than like a couple like milliseconds.
Mhm. And it was 30 years before its time before actually they recognized it. So that kind of vindicated him. And then there was, like when you enter like government buildings or whatever, you got your biometric scanners and stuff like that. Well, there was a scanner that you would put your hand on, and it would eat like the human body, and the hands and the bone are like,
The length of bone between each knuckle is very unique, apparently.
yeah, it's like a fingerprint.
Yeah.
So you put your hand on this, and it sends light to your hand and measures the distance between your bones or whatever. And then
That and like each finger would like push a thing up, and it would make it go to a certain point within the finger marks. So like when you let it down, like the sliders go back down to the bottom. So you like slide your fingers in, and it gets like kind of the overall length, and the light comes through to like, I guess whatever camera's underneath there or above to like measure the individual knuckles or whatever.
Yeah, so you would put your hand on there, and then your ID card would pop out, and that's how you got around inside of the building. And they thought he was lying with that, and then years later it came out, and they made those. He was vindicated with that too.
In his documentary was the first time he had seen pictures that they found out it was real, and they got his like real reaction of "Holy crap, you found this!"
It's wild. But he was on
Yes.
he was on Joe Rogan, and he's got a Netflix documentary. And yeah, I don't know. Some people say he's lying. Some people don't believe it. And
It's hard to believe.
very hard to believe. But, I mean,
Also not.
right? Yeah. It goes both ways. I don't know.
Depending on how open-minded you are. And, man, he would have to be the best liar in history. Because his story hasn't really changed at all since the 80s when he came out.
Yeah. And I don't understand why he would have to lie about that. Like, you're not gaining anything. You're just putting a target on your back.
He hasn't gotten any money.
Yeah. He doesn't like really talking about it. Like,
And his reasoning, he didn't want to come out and say, hey, aliens are real. He said, this technology will change the way humans live,
yeah.
and we shouldn't keep it locked away.
Mm-hmm. But what they discovered is, I guess there was nine craft, and nobody knows if they were recovered from like digs, archaeological digs, or nobody really knows. But they were trying to reverse engineer one. That's why they brought him there.
They probably had teams like that on every craft.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And now the way they were describing it was pretty interesting. I don't know. I was trying to picture it. It was kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to duplicate like his description of it. I don't know if anybody ever tried to do that or not. But
Make like a 3D model or something.
Yeah, and there was the dude from like the CEO of Testers Model or whatever. He was there working on them.
Yeah.
Remember
In the
they said
documentary.
that? Yeah. But I don't know. What was I going to say? Like the propulsion system was like, well, they discovered that they discovered this before, but like gravity, they thought gravity was like particles, but gravity is like they're wavelengths or whatever. So like the propulsion system is driven off gravity or whatever I think it is.
Yeah, he calls it almost anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Because he said when they activated it, when they were able to put a load on it, like I guess you could call it an electrical load, on the fuel source, that element, they had it kind of contained in this like weird ball or whatever, but when they would turn it on, he said it was impossible to touch. It was almost like trying to put two magnets together.
Yeah.
Is the only way. It's the only thing he could relate to it. But
You would reach your hand out and try to touch it, and it wouldn't let you. And like if that was on like aircraft now and like ships, we would be unstoppable. Like our military would be unstoppable. You wouldn't be able to penetrate it. And
let alone our capabilities like for movement.
yeah,
Would just be
it's nuts.
second to none. Yeah.
Well, there's been They tried to like erase his life. You know, they tried to say that he didn't go to MIT. He tried to say he didn't work at the Air Force Base in New Mexico.
Oh, they didn't just try to say he didn't. This was the 80s. They went everywhere and got rid of the paper records. There was no hard drives, digitally storing everything. They just got rid of it. His birth certificate's gone.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
His mom was freaked out by that. Like, hey, I did have him. Like,
He used to like roll around with his neighbor. So his neighbor had like a fully auto Uzi, and like he would ride around with him and like for protection.
yeah.
Like,
Well, it turns out
That's crazy.
like somebody that he used to work with at Los Alamos Labs, the job that he had before he went to Area S4,
that's what it's called.
somehow they found like an old phone book or like an old like,
Directory.
employee registry or something. Yeah, and boom, guess whose name is on that list?
Robert Lazar.
Yep.
Yeah, but I first seen him on Joe Rogan podcast, and it's a pretty interesting story. I don't know. Even if it's, if it's not true. No, but we're not, no, I don't know. You know what I mean? Nobody really knows the truth besides him.
Maybe he is the best liar ever.
Maybe he is. But, yeah.
Okay, now we've kind of got Bob Lazar in the picture, a general idea of who he is. Smart guy. Allegedly, I think so. Worked on UFOs. Before we started recording, we were kind of eating, and we're just watching something while we're eating. So I put on the Lex Friedman interview with Commander David Fravor, the fighter pilot from the Navy who saw and chased the Tic Tac UFO. If you've seen any article recently about Pentagon or government confirms UFO's existence, and maybe they showed a picture of the footage, but it's like kind of black and white footage, and it just looks like a small Tic Tac. He was the one that was flying that day and went down to chase it, and that's probably the most credible person that's come out publicly to say, this is what happened.
Mhm.
This is what I saw.
Was that the one that got video of? Not video, but like radar.
We did blip it on the radar, and that's whoever the guy that was back on the cruiser who was talking to them while they're out flying. I can't remember the name of that position. But he talks to the guys out flying the jets and says, "Hey, I got something on the radar out here. You're this many miles out or whatever. Head there and check it out." So they went to check it out. The story is very interesting. We're kind of in the middle of it, so I don't want to speak on it too much without Cody knowing all the details. We can get into it again at some other point, but those two stories alongside each other, and he gets to it later in the interview. He like met up with Bob Lazar, and they like had dinner once and talked about stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I've been watching stuff like that recently, and I don't know, I have a hard time finding stuff to watch now that I'm actually interested in. Like, I don't really watch many movies just because, I don't know, I don't really find movies interesting anymore.
Yeah.
So I try to find different shows.
Need to get you into some anime.
No, my wife watches that, and I don't like it.
You don't
She's
like it?
got Crunchyroll or whatever that.
Hell
thing
yeah.
is.
It's because she's smart.
She is, dude, she loves it. I'm just like, I can't get into it. I watched that one American one. It wasn't really anime, but Invincible, I think it was.
Oh, I still haven't seen that one yet.
Pretty good.
I've seen memes on it, but
It's not really an anime. It's kind of like a cartoon, but it's more of like an adult cartoon. It's pretty good, actually. It's got the dude from Spider-Man.
dude, I need to. I can show you some animes I think you'd like if you like that.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I understand why you wouldn't like anime because it's very, very Japanese. Well, and like, just like the way like the characters react to something happening, it's just like very dramatic. It's like the WWE of cartoons. Like,
Yeah. I've never really been into that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember when I was in 5th grade, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop watching cartoons because I'm getting old now, and I'm in 5th grade, and 5th graders don't watch cartoons. And I specifically remember ever since 5th grade, I'd never watched cartoons after that because I thought I was too old to watch cartoons.
Oh man,
Yeah.
deprived.
Nah, I
Not
like,
really.
dude. I grew up on good cartoons. I don't care what anybody says, dude. Rocket
course.
Power and
Oh yeah.
Wild Thornberries, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
many more, but
Sure.
Scooby Doo,
Doug.
dude, Doug, Cat Dog,
Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers,
Rocko's Modern Life.
yeah,
Our Little Monsters.
Modern, yeah,
Rocko's Modern Life was on drugs.
Ren and Stimpy.
That was on drugs. Have you watched any Ren and Stimpy since you've been an
Oh,
adult?
that's straight adult cartoon,
Dude,
bro.
you'd
It
be like,
should
what
not
was I
be-
watching?
Yeah, bro. That's almost like it's.
Might explain a couple things.
Yeah, it's definitely what do they call that? Like when it has like hidden messages.
Like subliminal messaging.
Subliminal is really subliminal, I think.
Potentially.
Same with like SpongeBob now too.
I just
like,
don't remember perceiving
SpongeBob
it like
was
that, though.
I heard SpongeBob was originally created to be an adult cartoon, but they didn't buy it, so they just made it a kids cartoon.
I actually read this thing. It was like a pretty detailed description about each of the main characters in SpongeBob representing one of the 7 deadly sins.
I think I
And
heard.
it made super sense.
I think I heard about that.
Even like along like their
Mr. Krabs'
personalities and
greed,
stuff.
obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, have you watched anything recently that's worth talking about, or?
Almost done with. Actually, I don't think I've really watched anything since the last podcast. Just been kind of busy
Mm-hmm.
with the kiddos and work and adult chores, all that crap. But trying to catch up on Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yep, I'm trying to. I really want to get to Loki. I watched a little bit of the first episode and it was really good. So I was like, okay, I gotta. I'm like a purist kind of
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to shows or series. I gotta see them in order as they released, especially Marvel, because they're known for like their little hints and callbacks and stuff. So I gotta be there.
I kind of want to rewind a little bit.
Do it.
Isaac Nelson sent in a topic to talk about. Well, a few of them, and one of them was, if aliens attack, can we stop them? Crying, laughing face. And I'm going to take that as obviously not.
Man,
I mean-
I don't know. It's kind of tough to say, right?
I mean,
Have you seen the video of it looks like some kind of space footage, and there's like it looks like a UFO flying around Earth, and it looks like something getting fired at it, and it just takes off.
it's like a real footage supposed to be.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Who knows? Yeah, it's been a long time since I saw
I
that,
don't
but
know.
I don't know what. Are they even a species that
I heard-
is capable of hostility?
I heard
Like,
somebody talking about it, and they were talking about it as if, what if those aliens are just like the cavemen of their species? You know what I mean? And that's just where they are.
What if they're not even from another planet?
Like, what, they're from Earth?
Sure.
And, like-
2/3 of the Earth is water. They could easily hide out there. Atlantis is supposed to have sunk, right?
Okay. I
See
was
where I'm
taking
going?
that. I was taking it as like previous people that left.
Maybe.
and came back.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
You brought up like how the pyramids could have been like a source of energy, right?
mm-hmm. Like scientists say that like there's an infinite amount of galaxies. So if there's an infinite amount of galaxies, then there's an infinite amount of Earths and an infinite amount of beings.
Well, one thing that Bob Lazar said that he wasn't sure how true it was because it was in like the briefing before he started the job,
Mm-hmm.
that the ship that he worked on was from the star system Zeta Reticuli or something like that, and that ship was from a third planet, star system, or solar system, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The planet that ship came from was
Planet X
third,
or whatever, wasn't it?
third
Or
planet
something like
out from. It was actually a binary star system. There's two stars orbiting each other.
Okay, yeah.
With planets orbiting around those, which is pretty common.
that. Yeah.
He said he doesn't know how they got that information at all. I don't know. They probably took out like the user's manual from the glove box.
So, like, I don't know when it was, but I remember watching about Germany and the Nazis went to Antarctica and had a base there. I don't know how true that is, but like,
I've heard that.
wasn't that around the time that like the Roswell stuff was going on? The 40s?
When was Roswell?
I think it was like the 40s, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Roswell happened shortly after they were doing like nuke testing, right?
So like, what if like, and you can look this up too. It's pretty common that the Nazis were like experimenting with saucers, like flying craft like that.
July 7th, 1947.
So like, what if they went there for a reason? You know what I mean? What if they knew of something there and they were trying to like dig it out? And I don't know.
The Nazis?
Yeah. Because I know it's pretty common that they were like experimenting with saucers and.
I would really like to believe that, but I also know how absolutely harsh Antarctica is.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it hard that they would be able to survive long. In
Have
the
you
40s.
heard about the inland being warm? Have you ever heard of that in Antarctica?
I don't think so.
I think you can Google that too.
Man, how do you get there? I guess they could just fly, right?
There
But
was-
unless the air's.
There was a
about the air.
military operation back in the day, and I was watching this interview of this guy, and they were flying over it, and there's like a land mass, like half the size of the United States, that's like a warm climate in Antarctica.
Really?
Yeah. I would have to dig it up, but
Yeah.
let me see.
That's getting the tinfoil hat on.
Oh,
So I feel
yeah.
like there's like images of Earth from space that you might be able to see that. There's like a Japanese satellite in orbit that takes a picture of the Earth like every 10 minutes or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it. Flat earthers will say it's fake.
I'm not saying the Earth's flat. I'm not saying that because I don't think it is.
Did you ever think it was flat?
I didn't think that it was flat, but I mean, I had my, I was interested in it. Like,
Yeah. Okay, I'll say this. Someone pretty close to me, very, very, very close to me. Not pretty close. Sorry, if you know who you are. Went really deep on that. I still think kind of does. And it got me interested. So I started doing like some research on it, started watching all the videos, and I was like, man, some of this stuff is pretty compelling, especially the way some of these guys can talk. I can easily see how somebody would believe every single word they're saying.
I think it's been debunked since then, though.
Oh, definitely. It's been debunked since it came out, but like the way that they frame it, they're not sitting there with somebody that's a professional astrophysicist or something like that that's going, hey, wait, this is why that's wrong. It's just one guy sitting down making a YouTube video spouting off all this information.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna say anything mean, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, there ain't no reason to. I mean,
No, there's not, but I can definitely see how.
I think people
Somebody could
should
watch
be
that
allowed to
stuff and
believe
believe-
whatever they want. I mean,
Oh,
I think
100%.
you should question stuff. I don't think.
I think it's healthy to question stuff.
Yeah.
I think
don't
it's
know.
healthy to question things, but it can get unhealthy to question everything.
Yeah. Because you gotta think too of like, you gotta question like the source of the information that you're being told
Mm-hmm.
day in and day out. I mean, it's been proven before that history books lie and like our government lies to us.
News.
So, I mean,
You can't even
the news
get
lies
the
to
news.
us. So like,
I just want to know what happened. You have to put like some weird skew on it.
So like,
On
who's to say
both
that?
sides. I just want to know what happened.
Who's to say what they are and what they aren't lying about? They've lied about one thing, so why wouldn't they lie about something else? So you kind of got to question stuff if you.
Of course, and that's why
Yeah.
people think that they lie about everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard not to when you get to that point. It's like,
Mm-hmm. I was there at one point, dude.
Yeah.
I have an anarchy tattoo on my arm. I was deep, dude.
hey,
I was real deep. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's whatever. You kind of gotta. You can't really go there though, because we've talked about it on here before. It's exhausting, dude.
It is. It's mentally
We
taxing.
don't
You
know.
just
We don't know what's out there.
feel like you're constantly looking over your shoulder
Yeah.
and nobody's watching you. Nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can really freak yourself out.
You get schizo.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So it's kind of like, I don't know.
Can I?
It'll burn you for sure.
So, to answer Isaac's question, who the fuck knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
Are we going off the video game?
I don't know because they can make cows float and shoot lasers at us, but
No.
like
I don't know. I mean,
it depends
we
on what they
stop
can
them?
do.
Yeah,
It seems like anybody that talks about like any kind of abduction or coming into any kind of contact with them, their awareness of time gets messed up. Like they have no sense of time. They can't really articulate how long they saw them or how long they were there. You know what I mean? Like if they can do that, humans are fucked.
Yeah.
You can't fight back if we don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. Can we catch them as they're coming into orbit? Do we want to? That seems kind of...
Are there? Hey, who's to say that? I mean, they could be helping us. Or,
Yeah.
Dude, who
You guys want to build a couple
knows,
more pyramids or
right, like,
something?
on the same hand, you can't really say that they are real, but I mean, you can't say that they're not. I don't know.
It's almost
Excuse me. So,
impossible for them not to exist. Whether or not they're close enough to come see us.
you gotta think this way too. In North America
No,
in
no.
2019, there was 6,000 reportings of people seeing UFO sightings. So, just put that in perspective. Like,
Have you
6,000
ever
people-
seen anything yourself that you think was alien related?
no, not at all.
I think I've seen it one time, and it reminds me of the way David Fravor was saying, like, you know, we didn't just see this thing and it disappeared. He's like, we were watching it for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I was with a friend. You know him. I can tell you off air. We were out, like, I think it was like a crazy night for shooting stars. So we went out and like turned all the lights off outside.
Mm-hmm.
And we were literally just laying on the ground, like watching the sky. Well, out of nowhere, it literally to us looked like a star. This is why I can't be sure, because it looked like a star. It looked to be, I don't know, from my perspective, the same distance away and the same like level of brightness as a star. And it came moving, and both of us were kind of like, "Hey, do you see that?" I was like, yeah, I think maybe it's like a satellite going by or something, you know what I mean? And almost as soon as I said that, it started doing these really weird movements. Like, almost comparable to like a butterfly flying. Weirdly weightless or something, you know what I mean?
Real flaily kind of, and like,
Yeah, but like, you gotta remember, like, it kind of looked like a star. So it's like,
yeah.
the way to describe the movement is really weird. So like, I guess it just was moving in ways that you wouldn't see something that far away
Not natural.
moving like that. Because
Yeah.
like, to be that far away and look like it's moving like that, it had to be moving like probably great distances relative to itself. So it's like going, and we're watching it for a couple minutes at least. I don't know. It's been like probably 9 years since this happened. And it goes all the way across the sky and like it's like still doing weird movements, and then it will stop and just go straight, and then like I remember it doing like this big curve and like just moving around crazy, and then just was gone.
It could have been. I mean,
And I have no idea I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't a plane. Planes don't do that. I've
Right.
seen planes fly overhead, like at nighttime, for years. And typically you can see like a flashing red light occasionally or something. No, we were watching this thing for minutes, like didn't break eye contact with it, just mind blown. But that's it, dude. I've never seen
it could have been.
a ship. I've never seen any kind of living being.
Have you ever like looked at the stars and like you seen a star that was like it looked like it was flickering,
Yeah.
like changing colors almost? Like
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that. And I'm like, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, what is that?
Yeah.
It's just like a star spinning or something. I don't know. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, gravity can bend light too. It's been proven now, like they know a spot where a black hole will be going across. So they'll focus on it, and they know what light is coming to the camera or whatever they're pointing that way and where it's coming from. And they'll watch it bend around the black hole in different ways.
Yeah.
So that's been proven.
To answer Isaac's question,
Who the fuck knows? We don't.
we
We're
can't
morons.
even not fight each other, let alone.
No shit. You think
Stop
humanity
aliens.
would unite versus an
I don't
outside
know.
threat like
So let's just put a scenario together, okay? So like, what's that movie called with Tom Cruise where the aliens come and they attack Earth? I don't remember.
that? Oh, the big giant aliens
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
World at War.
something like
World
that.
at
World
War.
of War, World at War.
Yeah. So let's just pretend that we were attacked by aliens like that. Probably not. We probably wouldn't win.
No, we need Godzilla to save us.
Because if you
from
put
that,
it in
dude.
perspective, like we go to an ant colony, we walk up to a colony or like a beehive or whatever or ant colony, and you're just like, I'm a giant squish. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, who's to say that just more advanced beings couldn't just do that to us? I don't know.
Give
Who
us
knows, dude?
a metaphorical smush with technology, or not. Maybe not even technology. If they, what would they be doing to make people lose like track of time? Do you think maybe it's tech or maybe some sort of like, I don't know, telepathic
Well, I mean,
something,
doesn't,
or like
like-
maybe a drug? Do you think they're giving like people?
Doesn't gravity affect time though? Like,
I'm not sure. I'm not smart enough to answer that.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, bro.
So I was thinking about this. I listened to this crazy theory about existence. There's no way I'm going to be able to cover the whole thing because it was a long video just to explain it. But it got me thinking. Have you ever heard how time moves differently, like for a fly? And that can be like,
What do you mean? Like their lifespan?
we're slow to them. That's why you can't hit it. And you
Okay.
need like a fly swatter.
Yeah. Okay.
They just move away from us. Atoms and other like everything that makes up this table is in a state of movement. If it's not, it's at absolute zero, which I'm not even sure exists. I'm sure, but so time is moving ridiculously fast for those things. Like a fly, it only lives for like 24 hours, whatever. It's that big. What if, in the grand scheme of things, in the largeness of a scale as the universe, the Big Bang is actually happening pretty quickly. Like it's a fast explosion. But we're so small on Earth, we're experiencing it very slowly.
Okay. I'm going piggybacking off of that. I've actually heard that time is slower further out of the explosion and like closer to the center of the explosion.
You know what I heard a physicist say? An astrophysicist said this. He said, nothing can move faster than the speed of light, right? except space. Space is expanding out from the Big Bang faster than light. So it's like you're trying to swim towards the coast on a surfboard or something. And no matter how fast you swim, you're always going to be pulled back away from the shore. Until eventually you'll never see it. No matter how fast you go. The water will always push you back faster than you can swim. So the water pushing you back would be space expanding from the Big Bang, and you would be traveling at the speed of light towards the shore. You would never get there. Where's it going?
If it's
What's
going, if it's going. That's just a theory, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it's
the Big Bang's
readable.
just a theory, though. I mean, like,
Not anymore. Maybe. Let's find out.
I think that's just a theory.
Pretty sure it's like readable.
I don't know.
Okay. Google's saying it is a theory. I feel like I heard that guy say it's not. Maybe he was talking out of his ass. What do I know?
No, I see what you're saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just the answer. This is that one answer that will never be answered.
It's like one of the big questions in life, right? There's only like a couple, maybe 3. How the fuck did all this start?
Where do we
What
go?
happens when we die?
Where do we go when we die? Yep.
How many
And,
people
like-
have lived and died, and like we still don't know the answer? It's crazy.
There's like people like you see these stories of people like died and came back to life, and they say what they like seen when they died, but I don't know if I buy into all that.
Also, what if they're like secreting or excreting a massive amount of DMT upon death?
Yeah.
We make it in our brain,
Right.
or they think in the pineal gland. I'm not sure if that's been proven or
Have
not.
you ever
but
heard of the theory where like I forget what I don't know. I heard about it somewhere. Is like there's somebody that was talking about this theory that like when you sleep, like when you dream or whatever, that's another like life, and then when you wake up, it's like you're dreaming in your other life. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, the other me's are having boring dreams, dude.
Bro.
I'm just picking my nose while I'm driving.
Bro, like,
I'm not flying.
I don't remember who said something like that, but I remember watching it back in the day, and I'm like, holy crap.
That would be, yeah, because,
You ever have like vivid dreams?
well, they
You know
say
what I mean, like reoccurring vivid dreams.
occasionally. I actually like don't dream often that I can remember ever. Almost never do I remember a dream.
Right. There'd be some dreams though, like always stand out, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I forget. I'd have to look it up, dig it up. But I remember reading like that one time, and my mind was like blown at the time. I'm like, I don't remember who it was.
Maybe you're just like getting glimpses into a couple dimensions over.
No, I used to like YouTube search like conspiracies or theories and just like go on like
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
dude.
Just
Yeah, dude.
see what kind
4
of
in the morning,
see
dude.
what
You're
kind
just
of
like
crazy people I could listen to. I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember seeing this one that there's like the craziest conspiracy of all time is that there's a secret world under the roads and shit that we don't know about. Like under all the cities, there's like,
It's a real thing.
dude,
Oh, you can pull up the map. There was like tunnel. There was like not a tunnel system, but there was natural like tunnels, and they're mapped out.
that and like
They're mapped out.
Yeah.
And that was back in like thousands of years ago.
Yeah, and they just like paved roads and stuff over it, and this is where the bottom of buildings are going to be now, and like there's like legit like where people used to live on the earth under these cities.
Bro, let me pull this up. I was recently looking into that actually.
Really?
Yeah. There's a name for it.
I think I maybe only saw like 2 videos on it, but it really did stick out.
Yeah, because they have like the dumb bunkers are under there. Like they have dumb bunkers, like deep underground military bases.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody knows that, but
Well,
yeah, whatever. But there's like highways and stuff.
what are they hiding, bro?
Oh, they might not be hiding anything. They might be. I'm not saying they are.
All the copies of the Sinbad genie movie
Right here.
and all the Berenstein Bears books that have the correct spelling on it.
Okay, look this up on here. It's called the USA Inner Earth Access Map.
1978?
Yep.
Or just
Well, I don't know.
I'll do it without the year.
Go to the images. Yeah, right there. First one.
Oh, I'm not sure that I was even aware that it was like connecting the entire country.
They're all like natural occurring. And like a lot of them have roads built into them now.
Suspected inner Earth entrances, possible UFO bases. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. If there was UFO bases, they'd probably be out in the water.
Could be.
If they can manipulate gravity,
So like
they're not going through water. It would be just like flying anywhere else.
right. Yeah.
There would be no water force on the craft at all. And nobody goes out there. Or Commander Fravor said when they saw the craft, it was kind of hovering above the water. Why do we assume that they would come to Earth and like kick it with humans? Dolphins are supposed to be like almost as intelligent as humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have thumbs.
Well, they don't eat thumbs though. Like
No, they don't. Yeah, like the aliens could definitely be talking to them, right?
I was watching this today, and dude was saying like dolphins don't eat thumbs. Like they fly. That's just like us flying around in the air, and they be like a cheeseburger hanging out in the air, and you go up and take a bite out of it. Like so that's where their food is. They fly around and they eat their food. Like you know what I mean? They're one of the fastest animals in the sea.
Oh yeah, they'll fuck a shark up too.
But I mean, like, just because they don't have thumbs and arms doesn't mean that they're not.
No, I was just kind of being silly.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
It is interesting. It's interesting to talk about conspiracies and stuff because it's like, oh, Hollow Earth. Here we go.
Oh, dude, I was just about to bring this up earlier, but I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it, bro.
Oh, there's a central sun. There's a sun in the Earth. Oh, get out of here! I really can't look at this site without like registering.
Bro, I ain't buying it. You wanna know why?
This paperback of the Hollow Earth is $902. What?
Dude's knocking people over the head with it.
What?
You wanna know why I'm not buying it? Because of volcanoes. That's why I'm not buying it.
Well, look, I can tell already they have a way to explain that. Look at that little thick.
Yeah. So there's water and lava under there in the same space.
Sure.
Yeah, dude, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know.
We live inside.
Do you believe in prepping?
In prepping?
Mm-hmm.
Like getting ready?
No, like, for You're not like into the world prepping, but like kind of
Like a doomsday prepper?
Yeah.
Do I believe in it? Like,
Yeah.
do I do it?
Why?
No.
I mean,
I don't do it. I don't think it's a terrible idea, but I also
that's what
don't
I
think...
mean.
I think you should have a... If you're going to do that, I think... and maybe this is just a skewed opinion on it because there's like crazy shows about doomsday preppers and they have like storage units underground that they go to and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think you need to have a healthy balance of saving a couple things, be ready, but also like spend some money and have fun while you're alive. Like, if doomsday comes, depending on how fucking bad it is, why do you want to live? If the Earth is wrecked or something, I don't know. It depends on what you think doomsday is going to be, but
Yeah, I think there's a natural instinct there too, but at the same time, like,
for survival,
yeah.
yeah, of course.
But I don't want to be splitting a Snickers bar with 7 other dudes. Like,
No, and like, yeah, what if all wildlife dies?
hmm
But we survive because we can like put shit underground and stay away from whatever.
Depends on the situation, I think. Like,
I mean, we're probably close to worse things have already happened to the Earth. I mean, dinosaurs are gone, bruh.
I don't think that it would ever be. This is my opinion. I don't think it would ever be like the Earth would give out. I think it would be
Us killing each
man-made.
other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what I would prep for. And it's like war. I guess that's the only thing you really prep for.
Like keeping ammunition and stuff.
Yeah, and like food and like a bug out bag if you had to ditch out real quick. But
Like a what?
Like a bug out bag.
Oh,
Like your med kit and clothes and survival
got a
stuff.
chocolate milk in there.
Yep. No, but I mean, I've come to grips with like I'm ready to die. Not like come and take me, but like
Not scared of death.
I'm come to grips with the fact that everybody dies, and like if it happens, it happens. We all leave at some point. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna just lay down either, but
Right.
I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, you're not
natural
gonna
thing, man.
if it's going down and you have like a few moments before, you pass. You're not gonna be laying there full of regrets.
I'm ready to get some answers. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Ready to get some answers, or this is it and it's pitch black afterwards. But
Yeah.
either way,
I don't know.
existence is a weird thing because like there's no like the conservation of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing goes away ever, dude. A whole ass fucking star can blow up, and the energy of that star is still not in this. Okay, so I kind of see. I'm taking myself there. Our body is still here after we die, but what happens to
The ball of
the
energy.
essence of Cody? Consciousness, whatever you want to call it. I know you've been around somebody that you knew personally, like at a funeral or something, and it's the weirdest feeling, but you can feel that they're not there. That's their body. That's how they got around the earth.
Yeah. You can
But
feel
they're
that.
not there.
You can feel that.
And
For
it's
sure.
really weird, yeah.
So you're like saying, where does that person go?
Where does that, is that energy? Where does that go? Or is that just literally chemicals and compounds reacting with each other, making a personality, and this is just how we go?
I mean,
This is
it's
how our species
definitely
survives.
It's definitely your soul. And it goes. I mean, energy just doesn't dissolve. You know what I mean? It ends up somewhere.
Oh,
I guess it just.
excuse me.
I guess it just depends what you believe.
Yeah, I'm kind of one of those people, like, heard some compelling stuff, and I don't fucking know what I believe. I don't know if I believe anything.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I really don't. I haven't really been convinced one way or the other 100%. Do I lean more one way? Sure. is that a choice? I don't know.
Right. No, I
You know what I mean?
100%.
I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
I understand 100%, dude. That's just like that's kind of what I was getting at though. It's like I want answers. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You remember when we went to where was that? Eel River Cemetery.
Oh yeah,
You ever went to that cemetery across from Island Club?
I do remember that. I don't
Yeah.
really. Did something happen at that one?
Yeah, we were recording it. Remember, Josh was like recording it on his phone or
Oh
something.
my God,
And
yeah.
He had like recordings of like.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
remember.
What? Wasn't there voices or something? What
Yeah,
happened?
there was like voices or whatever.
Dude, me and him were the only two guys to see it at Eel River.
I remember that
But-
blue light or whatever.
Oh my God, you do remember it?
Oh yeah, yep. We all took off. Yeah,
Bro.
I remember, bro. Yeah,
I've
That's what I was
never-
getting at,
dude.
Eel River.
I
Yeah, bro.
I've told that story within like pretty recently, and I got to thinking about it. I told the story and I was like, I wonder if that even actually happened, or if I just have like some sort of weird memory of a dream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sleep so nice tonight, knowing that actually happened.
Yeah, bro. I remember that. I remember we took off, bro.
That was weird, dude.
Because my aunt went there. My aunt is like I forget what they call that. What do they call that? When they like,
like a medium.
no, they like hunt ghosts and stuff.
Oh,
Paranormal.
yeah.
She's like one of them. Like there's like a group in
Oh, like a
Indiana.
paranormal investigator or something. Or...
Parasisters or whatever they're called, but like they go.
Oh, I've
like,
never heard that word.
I've
Remember
seen
Taps?
I've seen photographs that she's taken at Eel River. I think that's why that
From Eel River.
we ended up going. I remember we brought it up and yeah,
You remember driving out to like some
Buick Road,
backcountry
Buick-
road, and there
Buick
was
Road.
like,
I think it was
oh
like
yeah,
Buick Road or.
dude, your memory is on fucking point, dude.
I drove by that like 2 weeks ago. And
Oh, really?
That sign, Buick Road or whatever, and I'm like, I remember when we went there. The
You like
lantern-
park
the
your car?
lantern.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
I think that was some kind of just weird like light trick.
Yeah, I think it had like reflection or something.
It was fun to go when we were like 16 though.
Mhm. I remember we you used all your gas getting out there, dude. We
Did
were on,
I?
We were on like E or something. We were like, well, we're just gonna go anyway. I remember that, dude. Yep.
Dang, man, to be a kid again. Just no cares.
Oh man, what good times, bro.
Yeah.
Good times.
What's the famous haunted place around here? The little road back there off of like by Carroll-ish.
Devil's Hollow?
Yeah, Devil's Hollow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, some people. I forget the backstory, but
Oh,
they like some kids burned her house down or something.
yeah, something like that.
I wouldn't want to live out there. It's just creepy.
Remember
As it
the?
is.
I don't know if you ever went with us, but probably one of the most terrifying places I ever went to was that Till House.
It was me and you that one. Me, you, and a group of other people. We went to Till House.
Right.
And they had like the curtains still hanging in the kitchen and like dishes in the sink and oh yeah.
And the light in the
Somebody
basement was
somebody
flickering,
wanted to go to
bro.
the basement, bro. Yeah, I remember that, dude. There's no
The
way.
light was flickering, dude.
I remember that. Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
There was like a huge like freezer or something I don't remember in there. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, somebody wanted to go down there, and I was like,
I think it
how
was-
about I go
Yeah.
out of the house,
Yeah.
actually? I'm leaving.
I don't remember who that was.
Was it,
No. It was me, you, Anicetti, and
were we with Sean?
Johnson. It could have been. I think it was Sean Johnson, dude. Actually, it could have been. It could have been him too.
I feel like I remember.
It could have been Russo.
I feel like I remember him being with us.
It could have been Russo and Johnson. I think it was. I think Anicetti was there. There was a couple females there too. I don't know
Was
if it
there?
was Brooke or there was some females there. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, I remember we went there and it was. Yeah, one of the times we went there, the sheriff ended up showing up when we were walking up to the house. He's like, "Oh no, it ain't real. You guys gotta get out of here." So we ended up taking off, and then we went back like I don't know the next week, a couple days later or something. It's the first time we showed up. There was a sheriff that drove by and seen us because we parked down the road a little bit. The sheriff drove up and was like, "It ain't real. You need to get out of here." Like he knew why we were there.
It ain't real.
I think they
Man.
tore that house down. I think or
Yeah,
burned
I'm
it
pretty
down.
sure they did, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild stuff, dude. That's funny.
Would you do any stuff like that as an adult? Go out to a haunted place? Or you think you're too old to believe that kind of shit now?
No, because I believe that there's like, I believe there's evil, and I believe there's evil that latches onto people and stuff like that. I think it's easy to, once you put that in your mind, to like, I feel like it's easy to go to a dark place, I think. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of it is like, I don't know, it's just I probably wouldn't know. I'm cool at being at home.
Yeah, same.
I remember
I'm not like too old to like. I'd be like, oh, this is stupid. I think
we were
I'm
at
too old to
somebody's
run
house
away
playing-
now.
We were at somebody's house playing with a candle. Yeah, I'm too old to run away.
Hey, when's the last time you ran full sprint?
Dude, I was thinking about that, and I can't even tell you.
Legitimately
Trying to
ran
re-
full sprint.
Trying to
dude.
remember the last time I ran full sprint, dude, was probably 20 years ago. Bro, seriously, dude, like, it had to have been. Dude, I jogged, and I'm like, my knee hurts. No, when we lived in Canterbury, when we first got Theo, not first got, he was a puppy, and I was jogging for a while. I would go on jogs, and I would
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I was like getting, like, I was actually in decent shape a few years back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sprint, but I would run pretty fast. Like, I wouldn't full out sprint, but I would run. But full on sprint, I was probably 19 when I was able to. Now, dude, my ankles hurt. Like, my ankle pops when I walk. Dude, you know.
Yeah, you don't need to be sprinting. You'd be on one of them Facebook videos where they run for like 5 seconds and fall.
And their legs give out. Just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not built like that anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I broke like bones when I don't know. I feel like at some point when I was younger, I like sprung my ankle or broke my ankle and like didn't get it looked at. And then like now my ankle like clicks, and if I like walk weird, it like almost gives out. I don't know. It's weird.
I sprained my left one like 3 times.
I'll get like a real like sharp pain in my ankle, like my bones are rubbing together. And I'm like, oh crap, what was that? And it's just like a quick like jolt. I don't know. I mean, you've seen my hammer, dude. I don't.
Is it on that foot?
No, it's actually on my right foot.
Mm.
I think that was from just wearing like boots and the way I walk. I think it just eventually just.
Turned. Does it
For those that
hurt?
don't know, I'm talking about like. I don't know if you've seen this before, but like my.
A
feet-
bunion.
I don't know.
right?
I don't think it's a bunion. I don't know.
I think a bunion is just when that knuckle becomes inflamed and your toe turns, right?
No, it's not. My knuckle's not inflamed. It's just like. I don't know. Okay, so my.
I'm
left
looking it
foot,
up, dude.
Say this is my big toe. And it's straight, but on my right foot, it's kind of like cocked to the side. Like, I don't know if it's the way I walk. I don't know why. It's not inflamed. It doesn't like hurt.
Look at that one, dude.
Dude, you got that mallet.
Dude. Yo.
No, mine's not like that. I don't know.
Here's yours. That's your foot.
No, it ain't, dude. Mine ain't that bad. I don't know what he's got going on, dude.
One toenail.
That's a
What is
triangle. Dude,
Yeah.
that looks like a mummy's foot. Dude, that is not my foot. Dude. Look at the one to the bottom left, though.
Dude, telling me that's not a thumb.
Dude, throwing up gang signs, bro.
That looks like it hurts, man.
Well, yeah. Look at the
What
one
do you-
under it.
What are we doing, dude?
I don't know. Dude, that would hurt.
Take cover.
Yeah, mine's not like that. It's kind of like my pinkies, though. Like, you can't see it. Maybe you can. There we go. My pinkies. That's what my pinky looks like.
That's it. They don't straighten.
That's just me just extending my fingers. Not like trying to extend it, but naturally, like, if I hold my hands up, this is my pinkies. I mean, I can straighten them. I try. But if I'm just holding my hands out, that's my pinkies.
Why are they so tight?
They're curved, dude. Look at that, dude. I don't know why.
Does it hurt to straighten them?
No, I can straighten them like this. If I'm holding my hands out, I can straighten them. But just naturally relaxed. My
Chilling.
pinkies just curve up.
It's hanging out, bro.
Look. Look at
I could do that too, bro. Like, I'm just chilling.
that. Yeah. I'm just chilling.
Yo, check.
What was it? I was going to ask you something earlier. I don't even remember.
I don't know. We're looking at bunions now. This guy's big toes are literally hiding.
Bro, he's doing that on purpose.
Nah.
There's no way. This dude's walking on his big toe, bro. Like, ouch. Dude, yikes. Why?
Oh.
I just closed out all these tabs on here.
Are you on Chrome?
Yeah.
Press Control Shift T.
Dude, that's nice. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
It's good to have a tech guy around.
So there's grass slippers you can buy. Slippers that have grass on them, and I want them. You can buy them on Amazon. Check them bad boys out, dude.
Grass slides.
Slippers, bro. Bro, tell me those aren't sweet.
I would never wear that.
What? That'd be awesome, dude. I wouldn't wear
Yeah, if you want a dog to come
I
up to
wouldn't
and
wear
piss on your feet.
thongs, but I mean, I don't like.
No, I don't wear thongs.
I don't like the way those feel.
No. Hang on. There
Yeah,
you
like
go.
those, dude. Dude,
With socks?
my man's got socks on, bro.
Dude,
You see the ones that
that
look
girl
like,
definitely wears Cookie Monster sweatpants.
you see the ones that look like
No offense.
baguettes. You can get ones that look like loaves of bread, dude.
Oh, yeah. Butter those!
Yeah.
Instead of what are those?
Yep. No, I'm following.
Do you need me to explain it? Here's a review with the images of the grass slides.
So mad. Dude, that's how I felt when my grandma went to Jamaica. When I was a kid, she brought me back shoes, and they were like knockoff Air Force Ones. They were like the shape of an Air Force One, but they didn't have like any like logo or nothing, bro. They were just like navy blue and like. I'm like, oh, thanks for these nice shoes.
Yeah.
Like, they were like size 13s, and I wore like a size 11 at the time.
What'd you do with them? Did you
I
wear
never
them?
wore them one time, dude. I'm like, thank you.
That's tough.
That's tough, bro. Yeah, you gotta be thankful.
Right? Wow, these are $2,600. These heels are $2,600. Worth the investment, right?
I would wear them. Wait, what? What are we talking about?
These are $2,000. $2,600.
They look like balloons, like balloon animals.
Get out of here. A square toe, huh?
I got square-toed boots, dude. They're probably the most comfortable thing that I've ever put on.
Too
my
poor to even know what this brand is. Bottega Veneta?
feet. Yep. I can't pronounce.
Never
it.
heard of that. There's some Balenciagas. I know what those are, but those are, dude. These are $1,400.
The snakes, dude.
That's the phone cord, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's the phone cord, dude.
Hello?
What? Why?
I don't know. I
Wow.
feel like you could go to TJ Maxx and get something like this for like 15. 15, period.
I used to like to collect shoes. I had a pair of like Galaxy Hirachis that I had just bought,
Mm.
and I went down to Florida to my buddy's house for the weekend, and his bulldog chewed them up.
No way.
He told me when I got there, he said, don't leave your shoes on the floor and the dog will chew them up. Put them on the chair or the table or something.
Left him on the floor.
Left them on the floor. Oh, man. They were
Big.
They were fresh, dude.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had 2 pairs. I took more than 1 pair of shoes down there, so I was like, that's good.
I bet you didn't leave those on the floor.
Nope. And, like, all the other times I would put them up, and one time I just forgot to. We were tired, and there's time we came back and took a nap, and then I left them on the floor. And yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it is.
But
Dude,
that's happened to a couple pairs. What we at, 125?
hour 25.
It's not bad. We can talk about
I
it.
thought we were at like 45.
Yeah, I had a pair of Jordan breads one time, and came out and my mom's dog had turned them into a chew toy. So I'm like, man, it's whatever. Yep, Otis is in there crying the blues.
Kitty cat.
But
Dude.
yeah, I don't have anything else I can think of.
Oh,
Really.
we got had a request to talk about like new games coming up and movies and stuff like that. That is actually going to be a separate podcast. We're gonna record tomorrow. Hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, gonna have a guest on to talk about that. That man knows his stuff. So we'll see what happens. We're shooting to record that tomorrow. And it should be up tomorrow night. So look forward to that. If anything changes with that, well, one of us will make a post. We'll share it. We'll let you guys go. Or let you...
I'll let you guys made aware.
Yeah,
of,
we'll keep you guys updated on that. Appreciate everybody reaching out
Also-
for topics and
yeah, we do
suggestions.
appreciate
That's
that.
awesome.
Also, July 5th, Monday, the day after the 4th, my brother Joey Mossberg and my cousin Ron Hicks are going to be guests on the show. Can't wait for that. Pretty funny duo. Or they're funny individually, but
Yeah.
when you put them together, it's pretty hilarious. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait for that one.
Same.
It'll be one to tune into. So we get our 4th mic set up and work out that. We haven't even tried that yet, but we'll get there.
Indeed.
So thanks for coming out again for number 7.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, share. If you didn't like it, click the dislike button. Give us our first dislike, just for the lols, if you want.
Fight me.
Don't
No, don't fight me. I'm not a violent person.
give. You can thumb wrestle this man
You
with
can-
your feet.
Personal DM Logan and tell him how much. No, I don't know.
Yeah, do it. I don't care. Just send me whatever.
Send us topics if you like. Comment, whatever. I don't know. We're open to ideas for topics. I've been drawing a blank for the last few days. I couldn't really think of anything, so that's why we asked. That's why I reached out and asked. So.
Yeah, we kind of got on here tonight. Pretty blank. Didn't really know what the hell we were going to talk about, and it's been an hour and 30 minutes,
Yeah.
just like that. Got to going.
Shout out. But we will see you. What's today? Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you Monday. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Appreciate you guys coming out, listening all this way. See you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.
You're my brother.